Okay, I'm alive. I swear. I made it. Here I am. At the appropriate time, with the appropriate amount of coffee. Large. Well, what a lovely and interesting day it's been so far. How'd you enjoy your week off? Your week without me? Your week bereft of your gimbles? I was only a smaller amount of people's gimbles last week. I wasn't the greater internet's gimbles. I was my wife's gimbles. I was my wife's family's gimbles. I was my family's gimbles, but less so. I was also my friend's gimbles'. My friends' gimbles. I was not multiple gimbles for my friends. If only, right? That would be fucking great. No, I had a really lovely week off. I went to Melbourne to go listen to the Crystalline Resonance of Final Fantasy Tribute Piano Concert. Fuck, it was great. Friend of the stream, Emma Stitches. Yeah, obviously. And other friend of the stream, Corey, went with us. It was lovely. Group of 5 of us visited Melbourne and saw a lovely concert and had a very excellent time. There I met some of my sister's friends, one way to put it, very political way to put it, and some of my family. And it was a really lovely concert. The problem is, it's gotten me craving Final Fantasy real hard. Real bad. I'm not even wearing the 14 job pin that I picked up. I got a little tiny pin for Bard, because Bard is the main character of my Final Fantasy XIV, the main job of my Final Fantasy XIV character. I do have streams, exactly. So what I said I would do with our good friend Corey, I think it would be a good idea to... I said, you sure in Sydney? That's cool. Oh, Mako, I didn't even know it was going to be in Sydney. But potentially that might have been a better choice. But also, getting to Sydney during Pride means that I would not just stay at the concert. That's not a problem. Sydney is a good choice. Yeah, I went to Melbourne. We made a trip of it because I wanted to see him, his family, and my family were there as well. Yeah, I had some friends here at Pride. It was a week before. I think it was actually the week before. Yes, it was the week before. Fuck, man. Time when you're on holiday. And speaking of time while you're on holiday, I made another hilarious mistake. I went into the office today. I'm still on leave until tomorrow morning. My out of office said I was available today. The leave calendar, the shared team calendar where we tell people where we are, and the leave request had me not working today. I woke up before 9 in the morning for no reason. It was actually pretty good. I went in, I said hi to everyone. Own me a touch? Maybe, when the story's over. So, I went in, I worked for an hour or two, about 11 o'clock. I was like, alright, bye everyone. I'm heading out. They promised to do, a time and little adjustment, and I'm like, let's just keep it off the books, it's all good. I'll spend that hour later, I'm sure. And then I bummed around in the city, did setup for this semester's university classes. 2 lectures, both on Tuesday, alright. 4 assignments, it's less than 6, because I'm doing 2 classes, that's pretty good. All of them due on the same weeks, well no, in pairs, due at the same fucking week. So week 6 and week 10, I gotta work really hard, because for fuck's sake, they're due on the same weeks. Counseling 102, Psychology 101. Developmental Psych, which is going to be pretty useful. Pretty good. Love delving into my backstory, figuring out what the hell went wrong. Cheers to Ivan Dutch for the background music. Oh, Jesus Christ. Swansong is so quiet. I'm going to see what's going on there. So, after that, I just chilled. Honestly, a good day. I went to go get some master sound up, music sound up, turn that up a little bit too. And you can hear the butt rock now. Not sure why it's so quiet. Yeah, that should do. Then, like, I had lunch with a friend because I had plans to be in city. And then went home early, came home early, said hi to the dog, took her for a short walk. She's a good dog. And messed about with my media server, recorded a couple of poems I liked, put them on my YouTube channel. I want to talk to the person before I link them too far around, put them up on Twitter. Who knows? And then thought, oh, okay, cool, it's nearly 6. I'd better get streaming. Jimbles, you were home early, and you start streaming at 7. Fucking hell, right? Timings. Good day, though. Now, Mako, I believe you had a story. I hope it's well typed and ready to hit enter on. Give me a hit. In the meantime, I'll keep sipping this coffee and thinking about how long it'll take for me to get started on the game. Because I'm pretty excited. I think we'll finish Swansong tonight. I'm not certain. Dead May would have a greater grasp on how much left there is to go, but it feels like we're pretty close to the end, right? We're striking back. And Caleb just escaped from torture. So who knows, right? I just had a big lunch too, so I don't actually... I'm not going to make a cocktail. Because I'm full. Hilariously and lovely. Oh, right. Oh my god, you were right. You let us know. Jeez. That's a good question. Huh. I absolutely forgot, Mako. Yeah, it was mostly at a whim we decided, oh fuck, let's go. And then wanted to see Emma's family. Sydney. Since we've been seeing, we were on holiday for a bit longer and we saw Emma's family, we've been taking multiple rat tests too. But not to be too smug, but I probably don't have COVID. That's what we've been worrying about. Oh, Luxie! You missed out on watching Caleb escape torment. It was good too. Caleb Buzzery. Despite the unforeseen obstacles, Mem, Caleb, and Leisha have all managed to make their way into the enemy hideout. While looking for Stanford, Caleb was captured by the SAD. Following a brutal interrogation, Caleb is now in a delicate position. His assignment appears to be compromised, and his very existence is threatened. Boy's in trouble. Our vampy boy. He's had half of his face burned off. He's had a stake through his chest. And he's so hungry.
I'm lucky I still have all my limbs.
Take. A medical sword has been turned into a torture device. Oh yeah, and there's also been a spike in his shoulder.
This blood is fresh.
How fresh? Oh, we can't tell. We're not enough of a smarty pants. That looked like an acetylene torch, or some sort of kiln. You know what they say, stay out of the kiln. Oh, let's get a little hungry. I added torture to the warnings, not in general.
It's werewolf blood.
Lupine. Vampires are far from the only monsters dwelling in the night. I don't know. I added it as a trigger warning to the YouTube VODs. I don't know if I added it to the warning at the beginning. Probably should have, now that I think about it. More werewolf blood. Yeah.
A high security key.
Did I just not pick that up?
Just for any door.
Oh, Mako, I'm sorry to hear that.
They put that through my heart.
That fucking sucks.
This nail shouldn't have hurt me so badly.
It's like a very old nail, supposed to get the...
Do they use this cross for torture?
Should have got the
They
second...
don't normally have any effect on us.
Should have got the second fucking... academics. Education. Number 2 appears to be a wall I keep running into. 2 dots. I just missed the high security key. Oh, it's a safe zone too. Cool. We just drag someone in there to eat him.
You think we'll stay in Boss too long? I don't think so. We hit them really hard. I hope you're right. It's freezing here.
Where do we go? Caleb, what's the plan?
These soldiers are armed. There are too many of them for me alone.
Yeah, this ain't Blood Hunt, buddy. A different vampire game. That one's set in Prague, so... Ain't no golem to help me out of this one.
Paperwork. Paperwork.
Like, knowing the bounds of a game is pretty important too. And I make that clear no matter what you're playing, but especially tabletop games. If you want to have a deep investigatory, like, moody game, it's worth saying that out loud. It's probably not... I'm probably not going to be able to deal with those 3 soldiers. You may have the D&D... It's not strictly D&D's fault, but it comes up a lot with those highly mechanized combat systems where you're like, oh, no, I can kill 3 dudes. No, in this scenario, no. And you do that by making them feel helpless. Take away their stuff. Make them really powerful dudes. Report on search operations, September 1st. Acting on information obtained from the subject, we have attempted to locate the others. The group appears to be camped near Mount Greylock. We have requested direct observation, but I recommend a new interrogation of the subject in order to do this with a complete peace of mind. If you obtain any additional information, please send it to me immediately. These things are highly mobile, and I don't know how long they'll be around here. Captain York.
It sounds like they're talking about a pack of werewolves.
They are. Hack. Technology. 0. No, we don't have that code yet. Hacking and lockpicking are just shortcuts. I rarely do.
Intrusion department is quiet. We didn't find anything. Purple squad continuing our patrol.
A high security key.
Oh, we've already got one, so you don't... Never mind. I was making fun of that.
Administrative paperwork. It's not sorted. Administrative paperwork. It's not sorted.
You just don't want to look at his burnt face and sexy shoulder wound. If you're really bad, he ends up very beat up. Unlocking you the access grids to the cells area.
This is the emergency override to open the cells. I need a high security key.
You've got 2. Okay, cool. But I don't know why I would do this yet, so I'm just going to leave it for now.
They have a werewolf? I don't like the sound of that.
Luxy! Special cell. Name. Harmon Collin. Lycanthrope. Highly dangerous. Luke Scott! Former Sound Officer suspected of leaking sensitive information. Michelle Davis. The blank body appears to be unstable. An abundance of caution is required. They do have a werewolf, yeah.
A voice recorder. It looks like it works.
You can't just take it? Why not? Okay.
An A745C form. NDAs for agents who participate in interviews. An A745C form.
A745C form, of course! During my years of experience as a government functionary, I know exactly what to do with that. Well, I think we'll be back. We're gonna find us. But he knows exactly what it is.
Oh my god, no.
I don't see a need.
Who are you?
You. What?
Answer me.
Never. If you...
Then I can't let you live.
Oh, okay. Well, we found the reason why. It feels like such a waste, to be honest.
I can't let them raise the alarm.
What a waste.
A badge with her name on it. Georgia Dern. A small steel key. Most likely the key to a locker.
Yeah, I guess I should have, right? But it feels ridiculous.
Not a good tool for precision work. I broke the implant. I've broken it. It's unusable now.
We don't need the implant. You've got one. You've got a red one. Fuck. Like we just made 2 large mistakes in a row.
Even the SAD has to fill out paperwork.
2 large unfortunate mistakes in a row.
A high-tech headset.
They probably should have.
Crowbar. Rusted away.
Don't mind if I do.
Patrol reports. Certificate number A745C.
I think it's like the world's silliest red herring for A754C forms.
The sign-in sheet for agents on duty.
Yep. Well, let's go to a locker.
Certificate number F947X.
Show anything on bookshelf? Is that a tablet of some sort? It is non-interactive. Pen cup. Sure can.
Even the SAD has to fill out paperwork.
Yeah. Right, well, I got your locker key and I've ruined your hand.
I've broken it. It's unusable now.
Should have terrified her, I guess. 5? Really? Got a lockpick in your inventory, buddy? Nope. I was thinking, like, when else are we gonna do it?
Certificate number C521H.
We love the shiny.
Look, a transfer form.
Only those who have the correct form can do it. Well, we gotta... No, it's asking for trouble. The last time I tried to saw something, turned out poorly. Let's spend the willpower.
These things belong to Amani. Dejan won't be seeing his child again.
Sorry.
This looks like some of Dejan's sorcery.
Tremere concoction. Oh, we just traded willpower for blood, I guess.
That belongs to Beryl. He can't be far.
Okay. Wow. Beryl, you really fucking stepped in it, didn't you? You were supposed to get away, you dumbass.
An SAD stamp. An SAD stamp.
Nothing. Alright, so that's probably with the form. You gotta get it stamped in the right location.
Certificate number M881M.
Is that... Are we going to do that? We're going to do that kind of bureaucracy?
Luckily, I was able to keep this implant.
Oh.
Ah, my things.
Maybe it's because we did...
But I don't see my clothes.
Take
I'll be taking that. Thank you.
Caleb's... This does not belong to the Inquisition. Ah, cool. Magnetic keys. Lovely. And the lock-picking tool I wish I had a minute ago. We got our gear back, though. Thin Blood Watch. No, I don't think so. He just force it open? No, let's not bother. Give me that lore.
Georgia!
Hi, Liz. I'm sorry, but I don't have much time.
Oh, I'm used to that with you.
I know I haven't had a lot of time to call you lately, but
Don't worry about it. I like
Aw.
talking to you, but I know that your work.
it'll be over soon. I'm gonna find a job that's a little calmer.
That's not the first time I've heard that.
I'm serious. We need it. And I don't want to...
What?
I really care about you, that's all.
Oh,
I'm sorry, I gotta go. I'll call you soon, I promise.
Liz, I'm sorry I killed your girlfriend.
Hello?
hi.
Is everything alright?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm on my way to a party now. They're waiting for me.
Oh. Cool. With who?
You don't know them.
Okay. Can we talk soon?
I've been busy for the last month. I'll let you know.
I understand. Sorry.
Bye.
Oh, Liz, I'm sorry I killed your ex-girlfriend.
It's been a week and I haven't heard from you. I miss hearing the sound of your voice. Liz, I can't take this silence anymore. I just can't. Please.
Oh, okay. Ow! She... What? What? We got her locker key just for that? Oh. Well, let's not spend 6 willpower. Let's spend probably 5. Or 1 less. Who knows? Five. Oh, damn it. Do not forget, helmet is required in the cellar. Eight 614. Bet that'll be useful. Another magnetic key. God damn it.
Pictures from the reunification party. It appears someone was interested in the
Thank
members
you.
of the Hartford Gentry. Certificate number M881M.
Where is Caleb's clothes? You know, I like a hottie wandering around shirtless as much as the next person, but still. Caleb, where's your clothes, buddy? Are you naked, Caleb?
Anyone heard from Olson? Stanford doesn't want any more surprises.
Yeah, it's fine. Don't worry. No, can't take that either. Let's keep going. That's a wall, buddy. Because Caleb wants his clothing.
Paperwork.
No, Caleb, the computer. 822-614. Alright, fine.
This week's schedule. The agents' names and ranks.
But... okay. Is there any other way? Have we seen everything else, do you think? Got a safe zone. Should have terrified her. Maybe ate her. Yeah, the anti-dominate helmets.
The gate is locked. The gate is locked.
Well, you know what to do. At least I know what to do.
The lever is stuck.
What?
There's no way to lift it.
No.
Good. The cells are unlocked.
Go back and talk to Michelle Davis. Isn't she dead?
A badge with her name on it. Georgia
Whoops, never
Dern.
mind. Michelle Davis is one of the Kindred. Boop.
All right, it's open.
Oh.
3 heavily armed guards. I don't like these odds.
Bazori.
Michelle!
No.
Michelle, you don't seem pleased to see me.
What's wrong?
Gala Bazori, the bird of ill omen. Oh, I'm thrilled.
We'll discuss the past
That'd be
another
mean.
time.
After Franklin Park, I've no desire to ever talk to you again.
Do you want to stay
I
in the
had
cell?
orders.
Your presence is always a bad sign. And if they find you here, I don't even want to think about it.
Everything will be fine this time, I promise.
Well, we don't have a high enough dominate to make that count, so...
This is gonna mean trouble for me. They'll start again. Leave! I don't want to talk to you!
Fine. I understand. I'll leave you be.
Fucking goddammit. She just smacked us with dominate or dimitation.
Get out.
Michelle, I would love to help you right now, by the way. Would you like to get out? I guess I don't get a choice yet.
The door is stuck. Someone or something tried to force it open. The door is stuck.
Rats.
Someone or something tried to force it open.
Can't open it at all. There are rats in there, though. Rat crimes. Just walk into the cell. This will be
When
fine.
we're locked up, our animal side takes over.
Yes, this is a vampiric beast. A kindred did this. Pay no attention to the werewolf in the other cell.
Are you here to humiliate me too?
Oh, you're the SAD agent. Right. I'm gonna come eat you later. Okay? Promise. Just a little bit. There's more kindred.
Security is tight.
What? What? What?
They don't need an excuse to turn us into a pile of ash.
They do enjoy it though, buddy. They say they don't, but they really do. And that's a fantastic hunter storyline, that is.
I have to find a way to get rid of them.
Your hunter cell, mate, or even the entire cell except for one or two of you, they're enjoying the hunt a bit too much. It's off-putting.
An ideal cell for a werewolf.
What have we here? A lost soul.
Nature revealed. You ready for the interview with the werewolf?
I know what you are, dog.
Good start, Caleb. Good start. Very proud of you.
Then be very careful, leech.
Oh, God, I remember.
How did you end up here?
By no choice of my own.
back in a second, everybody. Sorry, just stepping away for a second. We're back. Well, rhetoric. Yeah, there you go.
They must have gone all out. Your kind are particularly tenacious.
I was hunting in the Blue
Tell me how
Hills.
tenacious you are,
They
buddy.
had been tracking me for some time. I was careless.
I wouldn't be so quick to chalk it up to imprudence.
They were well prepared. I gutted a few of them, but they knew what they were up against. When I get out of here, they'll become prey.
There might be.
This is pretty interesting,
What do you
because
mean?
werewolf doesn't exist in
Come
V5
to
yet.
an agreement. If I
Well,
free
they kind of
you,
exist.
you clear the
in
way
the lore.
out and
They're
keep
not
your
a playable
distance
thing
from me.
in V5.
Work together?
There are just a handful of guards standing between us and freedom. That shouldn't be too difficult for you.
I'd rather take you with me to my grave.
35% chance? Yeah, it's like track down your pack, dude.
You're going to change your mind.
That's highly unlikely.
The SAD, they've tracked down your pack.
What? You're lying, like all of your brethren. The worm twists your words.
Mount Greylock, that's where they are.
Shit.
What do you think will happen next?
Shut up!
Give me your word.
I swear by Gaia that I won't touch a hair on your head. For tonight.
For
I
tonight.
can't promise the same for the other leeches.
That's not my problem.
Caleb doesn't care about the others. Analyze necklace. Education 4. Jeez.
Release me!
Yeah, alright. Calm down, dude. Ready? Ready? You want it? Werewolf boyfriend time! Beep beep! Beep. Oh, Sumner! Hello, hello! Thank you. I'm pretty chuffed. Means we gotta speed up the Final Fantasy playthrough if we're gonna get too far in, right? Oh, Caleb, your werewolf boyfriend is mad at you. How are you gonna make it up to him? I'm not mentioning it on Twitter, as per advice. But streaming video. You can't run, you can only walk here.
He should keep the guards busy for a
We'll
while.
keep busy for a little while. Yeah, I'm excited. September, you know? And, probably disrupt the streaming schedule. In the best way. Yeah, thanks.
Get out of here.
You really sure you want to stay in here, Michelle? Where else would you put your release werewolf button? Closer to its cell? Honestly, Durgon King. That's absurd. You gotta have your release the werewolf boyfriend button somewhere where it's within reach.
The hunters are toying with forces that far surpass them.
It's not a bad way to portray a werewolf in your vampire game is like a force of utter destruction,
Open up!
right?
I'm so hungry. I need blood.
Oh, hey, Beryl, what happened?
First, I'll need some answers.
Release the werewolf
Do what I
boyfriend.
ask already.
What happened?
The mortals attacked the Red Salon.
What were you still doing there?
Just leave me here, would you? Your honor.
You dare speak of honor.
No, your
It's
other
not a question
honor.
of my honor. You're my sire. Have you forgotten what that means?
Yes, but remember, like, so the thing is, Gollum King, I absolutely agree with you. We're just reveling in the fact that we are being
What about you? Do
the
you
jerk.
remember?
Like, we're the
Of
kindred.
course. I tried
They're
to find a
disgusting
place
little
to stand
feed
beside
bags, and
you.
it is gross that they are defending
But I
themselves.
tried.
They shouldn't.
I truly did.
They're lucky that we don't use them for sport.
Did my best.
It wasn't enough. I felt so insignificant compared to you. I was nothing but your plaything.
Grow up.
It's not surprising the prince won't let you take another child.
You certainly aren't an argument in favor of it.
You, Caleb, are responsible for what I have become.
I certainly am at least
To
partly
portray
Come on!
a
Open up! I don't want to stay here and descend into madness. I can feel it clawing at my guts. I don't want to go feral.
yeah, the kindred would denied enough blood. They will become licked and lose themselves to the beast entirely. To portray an aristocratic and camarilla vampire, simply be an upper class English accent, and that's it. Yeah, some are very good, very good indeed. You're already feral.
You already are. It's in our nature.
You and your fucking philosophical games.
Not a game.
I've already told you, we are monsters. We may put on clothes and disguise our deathly pallor. As long as we've had our fill of blood, all is well.
Oh, the sire is giving his child a lesson. It's been so long. I have a lesson for you as well. You have to keep an eye on things you don't want to lose.
What are you talking about?
Uh-oh.
Fang, I saw her after you left.
You defied me.
She has been embraced, Caleb, but not by you. Fang is mine now.
What do you want? Why do you continue to disobey?
Have you ever listened to a word I've said? The only thing I ever wanted was to be part of your world. But you chose to
Teeth
abandon
cock
me.
blocked. Very
It-
good, Gollum King.
Was not an easy decision to make.
But it's one you've never regretted.
You're wrong. This burden is mine to bear for all eternity.
Eat
You've
shit.
disappointed me for the last time. Farewell, Beryl.
Caleb! Don't leave me here! Don't! Please, Caleb!
If you didn't routinely fuck with us every single time, and every character, not even just Caleb,
Rid myself of him a long time ago.
should have drained him dry. Hey, buddy. Do you want to talk?
It wouldn't be wise to let him
Guess
out.
not. But Summer, in the worst possible way.
The morgue is overflowing. The bodies need to be taken to the hospital. Make room for them.
Funny, though.
But don't leave them lying around. Krieger out.
I'm requesting some fan art of Beryl wearing a collar that says Caleb's little kitten. Caleb didn't get whole pics from you, Beryl. He's very disappointed. Whole pick. I love some willpower back. Why don't I get willpower back for making amazing jokes? Oh, nice.
Keep searching the labs. You never know. Did you see what he did to Faveron?
Faveron's fine. Don't even worry. Oh.
They left my clothes here.
Why does the Pope have your, like, direct phone number, Gollum King? Five. I do not feel good about this. I really want more willpower. What can we do? To eliminate hunger? That's it? That's not gonna work. Okay. Get your clothes back, buddy.
At least they didn't destroy that.
Suit up. I don't trust whatever Golem King would get up to with a direct line to the Pope. They've all got horrible rationales for it. They're all in very different directions. Many of them are hedging, and that's very good as well, but I think it's even funnier just to state, Golem King was the Pope once. He decided not to continue it, that's all. Got old. C9 Part 1 overview. Suspicious items missed. Okay. 3 times. Yeah, that's fair. You could have forgiven Beryl. Yeah, well, I didn't. You found all your things. Well, I like that. Okay, well, we finished a bit, and that means maybe we get a willpower refresh. Thankfully. After a failed hacking attempt, a member must find a way to get to the base's mainframe server. Her only hope of success is by reaching the network's nerve center. Nine. Available experience is 45. Could increase. I gave her 3 technology because, like, oh, education would be useful right about now too. Anything with a modifier? No, we can get 1 psychology. Oh, we are fucked. Mem's good with disciplines, that's for sure. I think we could only buy psychology. Let's save our experience, which sounds like a dumb idea.
I'm almost there.
Why is the Pope essentially treating you like a
The elevator should be around here somewhere.
You're only a little hunky, aren't you, Mem? Yeah, his celerity vision. Oh, yeah, that's right. We heard all of the anarchs getting fucking slaughtered. Like a little Capri Sun pouch.
This is a waste of my time.
Oh no, no we did not. There wasn't a way.
Shit. Elevator. I've got to get rid of these cards.
Hey, if you start a manual cleaning program, remember to make sure the offices are empty first. It's pretty loud and I've heard complaints about it in the past. I don't want it to happen again. Don't hesitate to call them off if necessary, so that they stop messing up our settings. The key to the control panels in the cabinet in the technical room.
Got it. Perfectly clear.
Hello, Emma. Who's the character? Where? What?
They're monitoring all communications. The court was right to outlaw phones.
Just following orders. Do you think it will take long?
We'll see.
Little delicious Capri Sun pouch of blood. Thank you, Rat, for feeding our hunger.
Hey, did you know Charles Nussbaum?
Yeah, why?
I heard why he got fired. Is that spy shit true?
Was he really found going through Brent's safe?
Yeah, that's what they told us.
Shit.
Hogan, please. I need silence.
Sorry.
Oh, Emrar.
This looks like a departure. This looks like a departure.
Enjoy the fact that you have celerity. There wasn't a way to not betray the Anarchs as far as I could tell, which sucks because I liked them. I was pretty intent on, like, joining them.
Shit!
What? Oh, it just left.
This goes too high. Even for me.
Alright, yeah, that looks pretty steep. Alright. Keep jogging. Let's go.
This is a waste of my time.
Why did we put all the points into computer if this is what's gonna happen?
What was that? Nothing.
Yes, Private Duncan. Nothing. I cannot get down.
They're monitoring all communications.
Which means
The
we're gonna
court
keep
was
looking
right to
around.
outlaw phones.
Hey kid, I'm a computer. Stop with all the downloading.
This is a waste of my time.
Well, how does it feel to be telling people to focus this time? Shoes on the other foot.
This is a waste of my time.
Well, MM, not to be a jerk, but you're not contributing many ideas right now. Let's make sure there isn't. Yep, seen this one before. Let's just look in all of the holes and see if there's one we haven't peered into yet. Yeah. We could probably get MM killed. Would that help?
A safe. I wonder what kind
Can
of
you
stuff they
speed
hide
things
from
up?
each other.
I'm doing the best I can.
Do it as fast as you can.
I don't know if, like, letting your anxiety about how long things are taking affect your tone of voice to your colleagues is really going to help them. Maybe there's something more here?
This goes too high. Even for me.
Use celerity to jump somewhere. Nothing in the barrels. Got the magnetic key, but that didn't help us open any doors. Maybe this door?
This is a waste of my time.
No. Well, okay. Interesting. Curious. Anything else? Well,
They're heavily armed. I'm gonna have to be crafty to take them out.
well, this is a new one, but it's not leading us anywhere.
They're monitoring all communications. The court was right to outlaw phones.
Hold up. already got that. We've done that. We've done that. Small maintenance platform. Yep. Magnetic key. Head back to the crawl space. Vent control. Okay. Look for vent control. Is it right here? Oh my god.
It's locked. And it's a magnetic lock.
I think we've got a magnetic key.
Pick it. Nothing. Must be broken.
Huh? What's that? Ventilation started up all by itself in one room. Go check it out. Copy that.
Have fun some more! You escaped that Tarkov. Nope, not that one. Where did I send out dude? Well, there's a technician. No. Alright. Two of them? Strange.
A safe.
Just a
I
safe.
wonder what kind of stuff they hide from each other.
Thought it was L4.
All clear. Go back to your station. Roger that.
Damn it. Alright, I guess I gotta send him back here. Because I went the wrong way around.
The business with the fans is starting again. I'm on the move. Stay alert.
How about this time, huh? Okay, I like that. We wait until the cleaning cycle's done.
What the hell is he doing? Lauren, I'm changing my position. Stay here, all right?
Yeah.
Do what you gotta do. I've got work to do.
What you gonna do about it, buddy? Well, we can look for him. I just heard it beep beep. But where did he change to? We haven't heard a, oh crap, we're being picked off one by one. So, like, I don't think it's been there yet.
No. He's already looking for his pal. Better hurry. No. He's already looking for his pal. Better hurry.
Maybe I get the other agent? No. Yeah, got him.
I'm almost there. Hogan? You can come back. I'm almost done. Hogan? How's it going?
Wait for
Hogan?
it.
Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. Okay, calm down, Sam. It's gonna be all right. You're safe. Focus.
I kind of wanted to interrogate her, to be honest.
That was the last one. She was trying to recover the data. They know I tried to hack them.
Mm-hmm. Premonition. Okay. Whoops. Guess we didn't have high enough force specs to make that really count. Don't need celerity on right now. Private Duncan. I want to go look at all of their bodies. Just don't want to leave anything behind, since we didn't get incriminating information, apparently. Well, I feel like we searched everywhere. Update of sensitive terms. They are to be monitored in priority during your listening and observation. The combination of several of these terms usually indicates the subject is under study as a member of the terrorist group. Blood bank, cam, juice bag, hunt, juice, lick, prince, red salon, blood, traffic, transfusion. But like, walkthrough is like, if you manage to get the Anarchs to help, there'll only be one.
Probably a new recruit.
Hey, got ourselves a temporary password. Cecilia Cross at sad. Surcrypt.pop.sad.gov. Yeah. Look, I'll look it up if I need it.
She was trying to recover the data. They know I tried to hack them.
Alright, come on, man. Let's get going. Can you hustle?
It's locked. She locked herself in.
That's smart. She probably has the key though, right? No, there it is. It's on the ground. Will you... Let's turn off all specs.
Samantha Rowan, IT security engineer.
Do you want me to take a look, Luxie? Yeah?
Probably a new recruit.
Refreshing decaf coffee. Oh yes, a lovely drink. Okay, thank you. Sometimes the game remembers them for you, and I like it when it does that. That's a feature for people with bad memory, like me. John Conway. Boston. Oh yeah, with a controller, if that is at all important. I forgot that. Games are often made for controllers in mind. I say, holding a controller. We're back in the stroll zone, baby. Meeting on 10th of the 8th, 19. Transcript. James Bem. Meeting on August 10th, 2019. This conversation is recorded. I'm listening, Massimo. Massimo Waterman. The ongoing operations are making good progress. We're currently analyzing the most recent data that was transmitted. New surveillance reports have recently come in particular about Brighton. Go on. This daytime agent assigned to the target reported activity around 2 p.m. It was the first time since he took over. We were used to Brighton being active at night. His appearance in broad daylight was something of an event, but it's nothing extraordinary. Anyway, we're still following him. I don't think that's necessary. Why not? Brighton is a false lead. You can close the case and assign your agents elsewhere. If I may, I don't see how that's... Trust me. Yes, it's better for my wrist to use the controller. Long stretches of typing make my wrist bad. Holding control and shift repeatedly will do it as well. Titanfall 2 fucked it up pretty bad.
That kind of bullshit is exactly why Hazel outlawed phones.
Wiretap, transcript number 23. Suspects identified, Miranda Parks and Neil. Hello? Miranda? It's Neil. Oh, hey, is everything alright? You could say that. Actually, I'm calling about the juice. You mentioned a guy who was giving away some wicked good cocktails. You got his number? Yeah, I mean, they're a problem. It's just that he's already in high demand. He gets the stuff from a rich guy, it's always small quantities, so he doesn't get caught. I'm not sure he wants any new business. Shit. Could you ask and say it's for you? I've got the cash. Maybe. When do you need it? Thursday night. Meeting up with some licks from the Vasco group. I want to impress them. Used to feeding on bums. So, if I can get them some higher class juice bags. Yeah, I get it. Listen, I'll reach out to my guy and get back to you, alright? Great, thanks. Talk to you later. Bye. It wasn't just Hazel that said phones. So I'll use a controller if the game I'm playing makes it viable. Like, not too difficult. The adjustment to playing Final Fantasy XIV with the controller was difficult, but I got used to it. It was good by the end. Anything on you, buddy? Nope. Put all specs back on. Operation Nest. Yeah. I'm skipping through stuff. I want to keep moving. Attack plans thwarted. A synagogue targeted. Good. Save. Anti-Semitic attack against the Jewish community. Well, we don't like that. No, it's just like I'm on my computer, and so the keyboard is always in front of me, and if I get to a point where I need to type something in, I just grab it, and that's how I assume games are designed.
Looks like SAD has its share of agitators. That's good for us.
Their weaknesses are our gain. His reports, which are concerning, will be sent to you without delay. What's in your safe, buddy? Oh, man. We definitely don't know your code. I don't feel like we're all right to look it up, though. Because we haven't spent ages wandering around in circles. That's the director. Been in there. Lemon's Gun.
They see themselves as heroes.
Congratulate the intelligence unit for Operation Swansong's recent results. The intel that your unit has collected is of paramount importance in our fight against terrorism. Your hard work is a credit to our organization. Has saved countless lives. You should be proud of yourselves. Keep up the good work. Good girl, Marvel. Dog's nosing around. But hey, that's life for a dog. They nose around, they hunt for food, they balk. Oh yeah, what's in this box?
Better keep that safe. The coast looks clear.
Good girl, Marvel. Now she's settling in bed.
The coast looks clear. Better keep that safe.
Oh, okay. Whoops. Don't go that far.
Better keep that safe.
Sorry, you need to watch this again. I bet. I was wondering if it was,
looks clear.
Like, we watch him go to the...
Better keep that safe.
This must be the desk of the guy who got fired.
Just to let him keep his stuff. Just...
The perfect bureaucrat's kid.
Guess I just kind of assumed they'd just kill him.
Not so perfect, obviously. The perfect bureaucrat's kid. Well, not so perfect, obviously.
Nope. I don't get it. There's something. Oh boy, is there something. I think we've already checked this room. Yes. Postcode on that address? Yeah, but why would that be the code for the director? Beep beep. Alright. We're doing it again. We're leaving a mem early.
Up.
Knowing this stuff, but I don't know what to do. It's like the Tremere Manor again. All over again. Remember in the Tremere Manor, there's like...
That was pretty clever. I'll give you that.
What?
I warned Saul to watch her back, but she trusted you. You bitch.
I was following orders. I didn't want...
Go fuck yourself.
You fucked everything up.
Oh, Mem is not doing well. I just... Zero experience. I think the biggest issue is the walk zones. You gotta walk around in each of the rooms, and I'm like, what? Yeah, sorry, I got nothing else. Against all odds, Galebrim manages to escape from his prison cell. Stanford's trail leads him deep into the heart of the base. He still has a chance to emerge from here the victor. Yeah. Hey, you could have found more info about the traitor? I'm like, what? What info about the traitor, honestly? Rhetoric, psychology, persuasion. Only intimidation. What about... there. Rhetoric and persuasion ties go up. Oh. Alright. Sweet. No success or failure? Yeah, so like you could get more information, but why? I don't know. I feel like if I replay it and put more effort into a mem. That's what I do. And get more of her memories back.
I didn't expect to find something like this here.
Therapy group.
My head hurts.
Yeah, mine too, buddy. When I first got here, I thought I was alone and that this was all pointless. All this was pointless. But if I could share just one thing with those who come after me here, it would be this. Have faith. Getting Saul back is an incredible thing. It's worth it. Preston Thomas. I don't know what my life will be like, but I'm sure at least of what it won't be like. A long, dark road paved with guilt and remorse. It feels like I just got here yesterday, and yet I already have to leave this place. And these people have helped me so much. I hope that those who come after me will find their own way. Anna Milk. It took a while to understand what Monsignor Stanford was offering us here. Don't make the same mistake I did. Trust him. Homer Cole. What is going on? Relaxation exercises. Sorry, relaxation exercise. Lie down and close your eyes. Contract and release each muscle of a member of the body in turn. Start with the fingers of one hand, spreading them apart and then releasing them one by one. Visualize the part of the body you are working on. Focus on how it feels to contract and relax the muscles. Do this for 5 minutes, then move to another part of the body, the feet, the arms, legs,
I hope
face.
every night isn't gonna be like this.
Breathing exercise. Sit on the floor with your legs crossed. Inhale deeply. Exhale. Inhale again. Contract your abdominal muscles and then exhale sharply. Breathe normally. Once your stomach is relaxed, repeat the exercise
Damn
again.
it. Out of sugar.
Partner trust exercise. One participant turns back to the other. Start a short distance between the participants and increase the distance little by little. When they are ready, the front participant lets their body fall backwards with their arms out to the sides. The back participant catches them under the arms. Either participant may move their feet. Next, the participants switch roles. Uh-huh.
I hope every night isn't gonna be like this. Damn it.
Cool books.
damn it. Out of sugar.
What is going on here?
Hey, a creature of the night.
What?
Just kidding. We don't see a lot of agents around here, especially in the middle of the night.
Meal times and a cleaning schedule.
Your burn marks. Did the blank bodies do that to you?
Yes.
Yes. My last job didn't go so well. I heard you complaining before.
Oh, it wasn't important. It's just Paula.
Who's that?
I don't know her.
Paula Nielsen, Stanford's protege.
Well, we got willpower back, but like... What was the problem?
What happened?
We got woken up, like usual. And I can't get back to sleep. What are you looking for at this time of night?
I need to see Stanford. Do you know where he is?
No, but I bet Paula does. She always needs to talk to him when she wakes up like that. I saw her go into the reconciliation room.
Thank you.
I'm gonna stay here a minute. I need to calm down.
16 minutes till break. Hoping to make sure we're in a good point before then. We're only a little hungry. He's sleeping.
All of these notebooks are full? That must have taken some time.
Me too, Stanford. Dear Monsignor, Kyle is starting to fit in. He's told me he spoke to Paula and that I think their conversation has made quite an impact on him. I think you'll see the progress for yourself during your next interview. Jim. Stanford to me. Dear Jim, I'm rather concerned about Kyle Baines, our most recent arrival. Due to the current situation, I have unfortunately not been able to give him the time he deserves. I would appreciate it if you would take special care in watching over him. His situation is a little different from the others because he is not really aware of the danger he was in. But that is no reason not to take care of him. Kyle Baines. Here's your code, as promised. 33387FG766-876#917NQP. Instruments will get here this week. Hope you're settling in alright. Wow, an internal network. That's cool. Got any series we could watch or anything? You'll have to make a special request for that. We don't have access to the external network. I've got some on a flash drive. I'll make you a list. Let me know if you need anything. I've been here a while, so I'm kind of a spokesperson. Paula. Dear Jim. Hello, Jim. Thanks for everything. There's something I haven't told you about yet. I often wake up in the middle of the night because of these terrible dreams I have. I don't think it's very interesting, but I get the feeling it's related. What do you think? We are, Golden King. We are indeed. We're playing Caleb. Come and talk to me or the Monsignor about it if you need to. Even in the middle of the night, we're here for you. I had the nightmare again, but I'm afraid to talk to Stanford about it. Yeah, it's like... Gonna have to be patient with Paula. Paula wakes me up. So Paula's distressed and talks to Monsignor frequently. Like, that room is not good. That little puzzle. I know there's more to it, but I got...
This notebook is blank.
Frustrated by the walk. You can't walk. You can't run.
There's something written on it. Forever yours. Signed by Nina.
With a mem, and I was at a loss. I honestly didn't know what to do to make progress. So I just left. July 24th. I wrote to Adam today. It's harder than I thought it would be. Deep down I think I'd like him to read it all someday. I don't know what's stopping me from getting on a plane and going to see him. I don't even know if he still lives in our house. Monsignor Stanford promised to tell me all about him if he's able to find him. He's fine. He has to be. I would be able to feel it if he wasn't. I had another nightmare. During the day I feel better. I think about her less. But at night, I remember the time I spent with her. Traveling across the country was the most powerful experience of my whole life. Every night we thought we wouldn't survive until the next, and every night we found a way to hang on. It was an adventure, with all the challenges and doubts that went along with it. Today, Frank told me about what he did. Well, it wasn't really him. It's awful. I knew what they were capable of. That's just unspeakable. I'm ashamed, so ashamed of what I had hoped to become. I have to talk to Monsignor Stanford about this. I have great respect for Monsignor Stanford. Every day he comes in and listens to us. When I call him in the middle of the night, he comes. When I cry, he consoles me. And he still manages to find the strength to fight. He's a great man. Today I met with Dr. Favorone. Hidden under her bossy exterior is a woman with an incredible life story. She told me about what she did in the Middle East. She's dedicated her life to improving the lives of those who've had everything taken from them. I feel so small next to her. All I did was go to demonstrations and hang banners in my windows. I never risked my life on the battlefield to tend to the wounded. I've never faced an epidemic to save families. The people here are the best of humanity. I'm not sure I deserve their attention. I'm so afraid of disappointing them. Oh, Golem King. Yeah, that's exactly what I did. But there were only two of them. One of them went missing. And then I killed the other one because he went looking. Yeah. It's always the same nightmare. I don't even want to go to bed anymore. I know these visions will come back to haunt me. I can't take it anymore. Monsignor gave me some news about Adam. He's doing well. I'm torn. I need to think. Yeah, I successfully got the Anox on board, so it was actually
This
pretty easy.
bracelet looks old. There's an H engraved inside.
An H, eh?
This bracelet looks old. There's an H engraved inside. Zufang. The mortals are right to be inspired by her.
Cover of a magazine. And the IT agent was freaking out. So, like...
The picture is in bad shape. It must not be recent.
Need 2 deduction for that?
There's a name on it. Adam.
So, like... The IT agent freaked out as soon as the second soldier went missing. And was like, right, I'm locking the door. Not letting them get me. And at least that was slightly more entertaining and possible than the others.
Annotated pictures. As if to help someone remember.
Mr. Fluffy! Oh, look at him. Yeah, there's a werewolf in the face. The locked door will definitely save you.
Is he afraid to forget something?
Never forget. Lots of post-it notes here. Lovely photo. That's great.
Hills. Needs help sleeping.
July 10th. How can I know what is driving me? Was I the one who decided to write in this notebook? Are these thoughts mine? I don't remember writing these sentences. That might be proof that the beast is still lurking in my mind. I don't want it to happen again. I have to get rid of it for good. Just writing it down won't be enough to make it happen. I shouted at Paula today. She woke me up after one of her nightmares. I have trouble sleeping, so once I wake up, I can't go back to sleep. Stupid of me. I'll apologize to her in the morning. My concentration has improved a lot in the last few days. I remember all the conversations and exercises from Stanford. I guess I'm not a hopeless case after all. If this works, I don't know how to thank the Monsignor, but I'll have to do something. How do you thank someone like him? Recent relapse. I forget what Jim said to me. I think it was angry. I can't get angry anymore. Stanford thinks it could be related to my condition. Okay, so this looks like a mental health facility.
I'll take a nap tomorrow.
The decor is soothing. This place is full of surprises. Looks like it could be valuable.
Steal it. Dear Kyle, I'm very happy you have joined us. You will soon notice that we are building a relationship of trust here. I will come to welcome you in person soon, and we can talk for as long as you like at that time. In the meantime, please reach out to Jim. He's been with us for a long time and has always been a good resource for the others. Boston Knights. Paula's a decent chick. She told me all about what she went through with Helena and see what I managed to avoid. I'd like to stay in touch with her when this is all over, but I know that won't be possible.
A selection of contemporary music.
The disdain.
Awful.
Caleb, my man. Contemporary music.
A heavy smoker, or someone who's stressed.
He's real old. He's a really old Kindred, so like, yeah, it makes sense. He doesn't like the hip hops and jazz waps. Well, if we really need to eat someone, we could do it here. I don't feel right eating someone in a mental health facility. Sorry, it doesn't feel right to me. Jimbles, haven't you been saying you are the monster? Treat them like kindred, like sheep, and just eat them. Yeah, I have, but not nearly as strong as I pretend.
I need something for my head.
Would you like a refreshing bite?
I hope Paula will knock it off.
If it's a mental health facility for living human beings? Yeah? Oh! Hi, sorry.
Can I help you?
It's all right.
Hey, Paula.
Everything is fine.
Really? Let's drop this little game.
Excuse me.
Good point, Nico.
I saw your picture in Monsignor Stanford's office.
And yet you don't seem afraid of me.
I spent 10 years bound to one of your kind. You call that a servant?
Oh!
I call it a slave.
Right.
You're not from Boston.
No,
I know
I'm
what
from
it
LA,
is.
but my mistress ran into trouble there, so we had to leave. We've been nomads ever since, never spending too much time in any one place.
How did you end up here?
I'm not going to give it up.
I've
because
found
it'll be
myself
pretty
alone
clear what it,
for the
what it
first
is
time
pretty
in a
soon.
long time, with nowhere to go, no reason to live. Then I met a man who spoke like a priest, who said he could help me.
Was it the Monsignor?
So I followed him.
What exactly is this floor?
A safe haven where we care for tormented souls. It's where they brought me after my mistress left. I really lucked out.
Go on.
Helena abandoned me in a city I'd never been to, with no warning.
Well, that's a bit of a jerk thing to do.
Helena Vidic. That's my mistress. Does the name ring a
I
bell?
feel like I should know that.
I've never heard that name before.
Oh, well, if Caleb has
She
it, I'm
talked
fine.
about leaving. She'd get these strange urges.
Yeah, I know all about that.
She said I was brilliant,
calling.
that I deserved my place with her. She promised to embrace me. So why did she leave?
Who was she for you?
Are you kidding? She was everything. I lived for her. You can't understand what it's like to place your fate in someone else's hands. I was so dependent on her. Monsignor Stanford taught me to fight that.
Stanford? What does he get out of it?
Nothing. He has nothing to gain from it. From me and everyone else here. He's helping us.
Quite
really.
literally tortured Caleb.
Helping you to do what?
To make up for the pain we've caused.
It sounds like you have a new master.
It's not like that. What he's doing is important, and not just for me.
Go on.
Tell me where he is.
He should be here. I wanted to talk to him.
Where then?
Yeah, I mean, we wanted to talk to
What
him
do you
too.
want with him?
You didn't answer me.
You're afraid of him, aren't you? You're here to kill him. That's all your kind are good for.
You know what I am. You cannot defy me.
I might surprise you.
I asked you a question.
That's all there is to it, am I right? Barking out orders to your servants? You have no respect for us.
Okay, what have we learned? Right? No focus. Success rate. Skill defense. No. Rhetoric seems right. She's not gonna like that. Let's... Just tell her about Feng.
I had a retainer that I respected.
Past tense?
I lost her.
I'd really like to believe you. The real problem is that there's something inside you that makes you abandon us. You bind us to you, and we become dependent on you. It's like a drug. Don't you have any qualms about leaving us behind?
Place for wayward ghouls. I think defend, right? 100% chance success rate. It's not even a tie. Let's go.
I'm still here for a reason. I will not leave without having taken a child, so that no one will be left behind like that.
It's too bad my mistress wasn't like you.
Right.
She most certainly did what she could. Many succumb, despite their best efforts.
So you're no better than humans. All your promises about eternity are nothing but bullshit. Stanford's trying to save us.
Is he, though?
I want to get my old life back.
Mortal life is pointless. I think this is a better chance. Okay. She didn't focus, but we've got a higher chance of focus next time.
You idealize your past like some old lady, when the future could be yours. That's the problem with mortals. They're afraid of new beginnings.
What sort of new beginning?
Whatever you want. Time is freedom.
That's what Helena said. She may have been right. Maybe you're trying to manipulate me too. Stanford warned us. He really cares about us. You, on the other hand, have nothing to offer.
Just burn hunger. Promise her money. She must obey. Okay, these two? No. This? Maybe. We're using presents. And I'm taking a hunger hit. We've got... Hello. We've got Tremere Brew.
You're speaking
we'll
to an
fine.
immortal who's existed for more than 300 years. Do you really think I have nothing to offer? Eternity would be too simple of an answer. I can offer you more than you could ever imagine.
You remind me of my former mistress. I could never refuse her anything.
Oh, this doesn't feel like a good
I wanted
victory.
to see him about my insomnia. He asked me to wait. It wasn't like him. He seemed preoccupied.
Yeah, he was still thinking about burning my face off.
I think he's in the hospital's chapel.
You think, or you're sure?
He said he was going there. I don't know anything more.
Contemporary
Great.
music. There is no way I'm just killing her. That feels aggressively mean.
You will forget all about this conversation and stay here.
I don't feel very well. I'm going to stay here.
I've located Stanford. There's no time to waste. I can get to the hospital by taking the elevator.
Thomas Preston. Used as a regular source of food by a blank body. Preston was revealed to have been hunted by a creature that fed almost exclusively on him. We destroyed the blank body and recovered the poor man. He's now much better, although he will never forget the feeling of being treated like livestock. He's fit to return to his place in society. Okay, so it's for Homer or slaved by the Black Bodies to assist in their crimes. It's not whether he was dealing with supernatural beings. His admission was prompted by the urgency of the situation, but he still deserved their full attention. Although he was skeptical at first, he turned out to be a broken and manipulated young man that were able to get straight. Anna Mulk. She witnessed the actions of the Black Bodies and risked her life to report their heinous acts to the SAD. Anna has always demonstrated tremendous courage, but experiencing what these creatures are capable of would shake even the most stalwart mind. She's diligently followed my program, and it is with the utmost confidence I have allowed her to return to her place in the world. Fortunately, she has become a target, and therefore must be given special protection in a new environment. But, my friends, it is break time. We will have to return to Caleb in 15 minutes, because you gotta get up and stretch, my man. Drive yourself crazy. Reconciliation room. And drive yourself mad if you don't get up and stretch every now and then. It's good for your body, good for the mind.
Stanford isn't in his office.
We will investigate the office in a moment.
Far. But
2 traumatic concoctions. Brilliant. Good.
How will I find him in this labyrinth? Let's see if there's anything that could help me here.
Alright, back soon, everybody. Be good. It's a video game time. Alright, back to being Caleb. It's the inspector's douchebag's office. That's what we get for having a working implant. Confirmation of end initiate. Confidential documents. Society of St. Leopold. Joseph Mene. Joseph is a good man, a man of faith, with a great patience and insatiable curiosity. While many in our organization consider me to be a scholar, I'm not ashamed to admit that today the student has surpassed the master. I have nothing more to teach this worthy man, whom I shall now be proud to call my brother. Yeah, well, he's a traitor, lol. Chiara Favorone. Notes from the tutor. Sister Favorone spent her entire novitiate under my supervision. I've never had any complaints about her. She's a diligent, serious student. There's one thing I'll note about her, is the passion she puts into everything she does. Her background as a surgeon has been very helpful in our travels, and she's been willing to go above and beyond the call of duty. Consider risk her life on the battlefield to stitch up wounds. Her faith inspires her to help her fellow man, which is what makes her so effective in our fight. She's an incredible asset to the society, and I recommend her promotion to the rank of tertiary. Dead. Walter Stanford. Young Walter Stanford has displayed exceptional abilities for some time now. He's ready to take on greater responsibilities in our society. Not only is he extremely effective in finding and eliminating the threats that are all around us, as everyone knows, he's above all a man devoted to a cause. And that cause is undoing the harm that has been done to God's creation. He cares as much about the victims as the perpetrators. We could all learn a lot from this young man. Based on the date this implant was activated, Private Ricardo Gil Mendoza was involved in Operation Swansong from the very beginning. His loss will have a significant effect on trip morale. Plan and official tribute. 846-136-908. Welcome back, Loxy. Good timing.
I'll be able to locate Stanford with this computer. But which one is he?
We know where he is. He's in the chapel. Click the line on the desired implant to see its GPS location. Oh, painting. It's cool. William Yates. Okay. Trying to reach a matter is of utmost importance. Like, we know where he is. So why can't I use that one properly? Very strange.
There's nothing I can do. It won't open. The keyhole is small. There's nothing I can do. It won't open.
Really need to talk to you tonight. I'll wait for you in the reconciliation room. Diplomatic passport for the Holy See. Okay, that's interesting. Bet that's useful for a puzzle that we don't have to do because we convinced what's-her-face. Blank implant? We don't... We don't need that. Okay. I guess if you really fuck up, you've got a lot of implants to get. Mandate of the Holy Father. My venerable brother, I've heard your prayers, and the news that has come from America only increases my concern. As a result, I've decided to give you full authority to establish your canticle in the city of Boston. You will have a few days to gather your team. Then you shall depart as quickly as possible to take over the operations already underway there. May you show the way to the agencies already there. I pray to the Lord through the intercession of the Blessed Virgin Mary that your every step may be guided by the light and that the forces of darkness may be swiftly annihilated. Hey, it's not my fault the Vatican sounds exactly like Warhammer 40k, jeez.
These people travel a lot, but under high surveillance.
I think you'll find that the Warhammer 40k writers make it sound like the Vatican. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, big nerd. Boston Rome correspondence method. Vatican requires a handwritten copy of every official document. That's okay. Obsessive jerks.
This must be some sort of implant engraving device.
Okay, so we have the implant.
This appears to be a program to engrave an implant with an ID number.
Okay, so we could make another implant with something if we wanted. But what's the point? Why would we bother? I guess we really need
This
one.
implant looks new. It appears this implant has never been used.
Yeah, see, that was my thought, Luxie. Oh, and then I bet we can use this implant scanner, but with him. Private, we don't want that. We want someone with a very early start date, though. Probably wouldn't be so easy as just sort by one particular line.
I've located Stanford. There's no time to waste. I can get to the hospital.
Right. Ooh, look inside the jacket. Huh. Well, now we know he has one, I guess. And we'll open his safe. 9, 6, 4, 5, 1, 2, 2, 4, 3, go! Trait gained. Whoops. SAD base. Kind of. +1 to technology. Wow, really? Just off the bat? Okay. Update.
Here we go. New clearance.
That feels so funny to me. Hi! All the machines think I'm you! Oh no, Caleb, no. Caleb, get off the desk. Oh my god.
That's very precise.
Oh,
Where
wow.
do they get their intel?
Presence in Boston confirmed. Yeah. Oh, we're not gonna be hungry at all now.
These marks are unusual.
Huh. Dear Walter, I heard you were taking over our ops in Boston. I have to say that I think it's great. Not only do you know the city extremely well, but you'll finally be able to prove that the Society of St. Leopold is the organization that's most able to fight the evil that is devouring us. Can't help but feel proud of your career, and the time I urged you to enter St. George's Seminary seems so long ago. Come and see me at my retreat next time you're in Tuscany. Things are very quiet for me now, and I've only the strength to stroll through the garden once a day. Uncle Pierce. Yes, I hope you find it in your heart to speak to your sister Mary. I think she's still living in Massachusetts. Read.
These marks are unusual.
No. Well, it's nothing. Okay, well, that was worth it, I guess. You know about his sister, because we could blackmail him with it.
There's nothing I can do. It won't open.
Not even for me? That's definitely a handprint scanner, right? Oh.
There's nothing I can do. It won't open.
Ugh. Boo. Huh, okay.
The members of the Society of St. Leopold all have the same number.
Why do they all have the same number? Frank Lloyd, Boston, number 5. Huh. Oh, yeah. Whoops. We read that. The people he killed. Well, we opened the safe and learned about his sister. Nothing else. What's that though? Oh, it's just closed. Okay. I feel like this should be a solution here though, right? Open it fully, and press the thing, and then open this drawer.
The keyhole is small.
But it's a keyhole, so where's the key? We sure it's not in his pockets? No, I guess not. Tiny hat pin? Yeah. Maybe it's...
I need something for my head.
I don't feel so good.
Oh yeah, that's right, we messed with the mind.
Now, how to find Stanford.
We know where Stanford is, buddy. Okay. I think we're biting the bullet and we're getting out of here. As funny as it is to steal his identity. Shug. Shug. Yeah. Zero hunger, baby.
I'll take a nap tomorrow.
Anything more to say?
Don't you ever sleep?
No, that's part of the deal, actually. Nope. Sorry, wrong room.
I need something for my head.
I was expecting more resistance. Either they're overconfident or their attention is focused elsewhere.
Their attention is really focused elsewhere.
All right, Stanford is in the hospital chapel.
no alternatives, no failures. So I guess that was perfect, right? Discovered Stanford's little secrets by opening a safe. Resonance bonus dominate. We didn't feed on anyone, so that's weird. Anyway, that's fantastic. Cool. What's next? Leisha! Leisha knows where the SAD is holding to Halsey. She must cross the base to get to her. Halsey's like done. Security. Why did I put 4 dots in that? Education, deduction. I didn't take intimidation on many people at all. Modifier, -20 for it. Information about the nature of resonance. Scry the mind. Premonitions may be worth it. Hmm. 3 and 3 are pretty good. I think I'm going to take Auspex 3 with premonitions. It's just, why not, right? It's Leisha. It's her all over. Let's go, baby. Just want to check one thing. Come on, dude. Oh, no. I don't know where it is. I've been... You don't need VSync. It's like... Yeah, anyway. What am I looking for?
Halsey's on level
I have
4.
the collector's edition.
I need to go that way. It's stuck.
Oh.
I need to cut the power to open it.
Right? And
It's
so
a circuit breaker.
it's supposed to have
It's connected to the door.
ways to change outfits. And I think all the outfits are stupid, but I at least wanted to show you. I wish we could parkour.
Shit. A dog.
A dog?
Of course. It's my lucky day.
Is that what you think that is? A stealth section? Good God. Isn't this why we have obfuscate, right? So that we could be sneaky? Oof. Why did I do that? Oof.
Shit. He's tracking my scent.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's true.
I can access the circuit breaker now.
Please don't be right around the corner. Okay, so Auspex lets me see my own scent trail.
to follow me if I go through here?
Okay. Are there many werewolves in IKEA? I don't know where the fucking thing is. Yes, I do.
No.
It's not defeated by some boxes in a shelving unit, right? The distress sounds, at least, she's making are quite convincing, though. Like, I'm as tense as I was during some of the hard fights in, Stranger Paradise. So that's working. Come on, to the circuit breaker. Of course, yep. If there's like a correct way to go, I'm not taking it, obviously. I didn't expect that to happen. Fuck. Six.
I need to be careful.
Oh wait. Is this where it's supposed to be? Yes, he does.
I'm going to be able to leave.
Okay, alright. That's just a loop. Escape point for the current scene. Well, that's good, but like 6. Well, let's save that. Oh, she's got 3 Polaroids. That's awesome. That means our hunger just get. Make our way back. Big stompy zombie beast.
Shit!
Could you go a little faster? No? Okay.
He won't miss me a second time.
3rd. Well, we know what to do now then. Cool. Trait updated. Fuck off. Don't know how that helps me. Okay.
He's looking for me.
Am I going the right way? I don't know. Room control. Fuck. God damn it. Come on. Get under. And out. To freedom?
That was good.
Okay. Alright.
I'm coming, Pumpkin.
Oh, I can't believe that was enough. Alright, we did it. Well, that was quick. Plus one to obvious escape. You survived! No alternatives. We didn't fail. Okay. The mainframe server is within reach, but MM must hurry. The sad soldiers are hot on her trail and intend to eliminate her. One dot in psychology. Remember how I was like, hey, let's not spend it, let's save it, and then I earned nothing from the last one? I'm gonna try that again. Alternative, you could have not survived. I think that would count as a failure. That doesn't always work.
It's nothing personal. You were just in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Also, you didn't use that cool crossbow gun. Keycard! Oh, werewolf spooky. But why werewolf there? Tromping around in warehouse.
Thermal lances? Better not play with that. Yes! At last.
Like, was that hard? Just finally lost his shit. He's like, oh, I'm gonna eat him. Come on, MM. Could you, like, move a little faster?
You can never be too careful.
I'm gonna come back to bite you? How do you get out of there? It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
This is their server room? I don't see them. 2-person activation required? No way. I've got to find a way to do it alone.
Celerity. Does not generate hunger. Okay, well. Nyum. Was that
Shit!
it?
They broke through the unlocking system! There are block torches in the warehouse! Go get them! Quick! Right away, Sergeant!
That can't have been it.
Please. Let it work this time.
Just run really fast, yeah.
Of course.
Do you have the torches?
I have to
right
find
here,
the
sir.
password.
Good. Come through this door.
I
Now.
can't fail now.
Oh, fuck. Kidding me.
you read all that. I need to narrow my search.
That's not gonna work.
Ugh.
The date the organization was created. Four years ago today, September 9, 2015. So you can destroy it up, Pat.
It's time.
Come on, man. You can do it.
Come on. Yes, it's working. Okay. Gotta get the hell out of here now.
Let's go. I have a cramp in my calf. Okay. Too late now, son of a bitch. Oh no. Yeah, I'm okay. So you did not have cross-leg. I mean, like, a man can escape through there perfectly. She doesn't need to breathe. She's a vampire. Oh, baby. Oh, she did it. You could have discovered Trader's identity. I don't care. I have high availability. Not anymore, buddy. Imagine that, like use coolant and submerge it. Trader for who? Trader for us? Trader for the SAD? They're gonna die. They're gonna lose. Caleb's gonna win. Gonna beat up the Monseigneur. Laisha's gonna get Halsey out. Must find a way to save Halsey. And we just used a techno bomb to beat the crap out of their systems. Like, we fucking won. They are dead. There, we got Max now. They're dead in the water. They don't have a chance. Traitor against us. Oh, yeah, alright. Shit, that... I just assumed it was Beryl. Alright, maybe that's a good point. Never mind. Aura. Get the aura? Let's like deduction. Why not, right? Yeah, why not? Make Laisha scarier. Yeah, Max Intimidate. Elder completed. Nice. Enemy by enemy completed. Don't pet the dog completed. I did have it selected for a bit, but I didn't end up taking it. I think Elder because we got like 4 dots in discipline.
Stop it! Don't do that! It's me!
Oh no, we have 5 with obfuscate.
Get a hold of yourself!
Who thinks Halsey may have something to do with this? Maybe? Just a little? Jeez.
Wait a sec.
Whoopsie. Laisha's job given... Oh, they're both pseudonyms. They're manufactured names. Also quite intentionally given to them by their psychologist. Also, Halsey, the biological daughter, is the sire of Leisha.
Halsey. Oh shit, Halsey. Fuck. Incineration. Oh fuck, shit, no. What have they done? I'm going to get you out of there, honey.
I remember this one like 10 minutes, then the dead man was like, got a bit more time than I expected. Like, Leisha's actual mission is accomplished. All it was go to the Red Salon, get rid of all the info. We've already done that. We want to save the girl? Yeah, she's our daughter, lol. Okay, they don't have keys on them. Is this guy? She's just a little nightmare monster, that's all. We're also told repeatedly that she is in fact not real. Scientist key. Red security card. This is an adventure game. Open all the doors. Figure out what's going on. Can we talk to her? No, she's staked. That's right. The blue security card. Tanner data. Gas. 46. The manuals to Mrs. Hufford's office. Okay. Big red button? Maybe that's an apple. White security guard. Lovely.
That's of no use to me right now.
Pick it up anyway, Leisha. You may need a wrench in a moment. There she is. Exactly.
A magnetic card reader. And a keypad that seems to be locked.
Red security guard.
Crap. That doesn't work.
Blue security guard. Nice.
Mom?
Hey, Halsey.
Halsey? But how? Is it really you?
No way. You can't be
Confrontation. What are you...
Richard said you had been destroyed. It can't be you.
Yeah, Richard's good at lying. That's a lot of options. Okay. Why is Halsey so good at persuading? Pre-rated. Alright, well, guess what? We've got like 5 Polaroids, so...
I never wanted to be kept
But it's got 1 on the
It's
thing.
all Richard's fault.
Let's just do it.
And the others too.
And I'm gonna eat a
They lied to
Polaroid.
me,
Problem
too.
solved.
I don't want to see them ever again.
Yeah, okay.
Mom?
What?
I need to focus. Come on. I need a code. There's gotta be a way to find it somewhere.
Analyze
A
this.
gas tank. That must be the backup supply.
Okay.
A dual feed system. I can't unscrew that with my bare hands. I need some kind of tool.
Uh-huh. You need some kind of tool, huh? Item collected. Monkey wrench. Oh god, I've only got 6 minutes left. Come on, come on, come on. Use the tool.
Shit! I broke it.
What?
I gotta find something else.
Alright, well, let's keep looking. Found another tool, baby. In someone's office.
Anomaly detected. Incineration protocol cancelled.
There you go, baby.
Okay. Whew. I just won myself a breather.
T6 definitely appears to be the type of incinerator. They've got their desk set up so you can just watch an incineration if you're bored at work or something. It's a little macabre. Oh, we got the key now. Yeah, that's right. A green security key.
Yes, I'm here, sweetie.
Communication between the computer control panel and the container is interrupted. To restore it, you unlock the reset code keyboard using the icon of the key card. Enter the reset code for the connection. Now modify or interrupt the protocol. Well, we know it's a T6, probably. 4855S 9000. Alright, I'll be back. Hold on. T6 class 9000 and something.
A gas tank. That must be the backup supply.
Yeah.
Where are you? I'm here. I'm not far.
There are several of those. JLPS. Well, how do we figure out whether it's J, P, L, or S? Let's keep looking.
Fuel relay system activated. Resume incineration protocol.
Oh, come
Less
on.
than 6 minutes to combustion.
Okay, there's no time left. I need to hurry. No! Leave me alone! Don't hurt me! This machine supplies the gas and water to the containers.
J,
come any
L, P, or
closer.
S.
Or else what? You can't do a thing to me.
Well,
You're terrorized by fear. You don't trust anyone or anything around you. People, objects, everything seems dangerous. You can't tell what's real and what's just in your head.
It's a nightmare.
Yes, but a waking nightmare. Or not. You won't be able to tell the difference.
oh boy.
If that's true, am I dead?
Leisha, how does that help?
I don't know. Am I dreaming? If that's true, am I dead?
Leisha, how did that help? Oh my god.
This machine supplies the gas and water to the containers.
P. S. J. Well, if we can assume it's not one of those, P, L, S, or J. Wait, what?
Yes, I'm here, sweetie.
Loxy, I sure hope you have an idea. That's an L then. 260-296. 260-296. Just in case. Just in case. Thank you. 260-296. Validate. Yes! Free our creepy daughter.
I'm here, Pumpkin.
I sense fear here. Where are we?
We didn't get her out of the thing yet. Things are still... You can use her real name. Juliet. You've got to trust Mummy, Juliet.
Coming. It's almost over, Juliet.
Hope that doesn't set her... Yes!
That was my name.
Yes.
There are a lot of things that have come back to me. So don't you worry. I'm in control of the
A
situation.
little bit longer. We got this.
Hurry. I'm still scared.
It's alright.
I can do this.
Now can I use container data? Open container. Yeah, it didn't highlight it very well.
I was so sad before. And then I started to get used to you not being there. And now you're back and it's all getting mixed
Too
up.
misallowed?
Why? Why did you come?
Let's bring in Mr. Teddy. We got Mr. Teddy.
Because I'm not the only one who missed you. Mr. Teddy insisted on coming with me.
We're...
Yes!
It'll be the three of us again?
Yes!
Forever. I don't want to go back to the prince
Love a
because
soft
they'll
toy,
be mean
baby.
to us.
I will
And
hold
it'll
Mr. Teddy.
start all over again.
Put him in your arms.
No,
because you're a good child.
I won't
Don't you worry.
let them.
You already left me once.
Deduction. It costs us 0 willpower. Let's give it a go.
Halsey, I know it must have been hard. I'm really...
I don't want to hear your story. It hurt too much.
Bam. Fuck. Oh shit. Okay, come on. Come on. Come on. Yes. Yeah, it's probably a good choice, Luxie.
Because I won't make the same mistakes. Nothing can ever keep us apart now. Remember, like...
2 peas in a pod.
What happened? What
But like,
they
I
did
put
to us.
stats
It will
into
never
persuasion for that. We have a lot of willpower. I ate
We're not
a Polaroid.
crazy, sweetie. It's the world around us that's crazy.
I want to go far away from here, Mom.
Yes, we'll go far, far away. Together. Let's get some
Rotation
things from
1.
the Institute and we'll leave.
So I was happy to spend 5 willpower in a single
That's
check.
what I want to do with you, Mom.
Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Oh, it's open. Oh, Halsey.
Let's take out.
Mom! Oh, sweetie. Oh, sugar fangs. Come here. Oh, sweet pea, come here.
She's so hungry or hangry, she just eats Leisha.
I'll never leave you.
Promise me.
I promise.
Awful
I
ending.
swear.
Very funny though.
Come here. Oh, let's go.
Yes,
Come on.
Leisha, save your monster daughter. That's got to be a complete success. We fucking killed it there. That was awesome. On 2 confrontations, he saved Halsey from final death. You could have got information from the scientist. Yeah, I suppose. Caleb. Stanford has been located in the hospital's chapel. This may be Caleb's only chance to accomplish his task by ending Stanford's life. And potentially, I think for the last time, I believe this is the last scene. Leg, girl, leg. Disciplines. No, for a fact, that's not a good idea. I love this exploration. Security and technology, none. Idiot. 140 experience. Not enough to raise it to 5. Let's do that. Oh, yeah. 40? Anything? Oh, cool. Just for free. 70. 25. There you go. Why not? Education. Yeah, I love that it was free. That's really funny to me. This is an idiot. He had to modify it was negative 40 and it was 40. Luxy.
He won't see me coming this time. It's in better shape than the morgue. They didn't expect to have so many casualties.
Disinfection in progress. Same. Did a werewolf get up here, maybe? Lars Campbell, dorsal fractures. I should eat you. No, worse, I should turn you.
They've gathered his things to send to his family. Will they also get a medal and a pat on the back?
So sarcastic, Caleb. God. I look terrible.
I'm gonna leave without waiting for their approval if they keep this up.
Operation Borrow. His partner's weapon was turned on him. The burns are superficial. The fracture is from the fall that followed this attack.
It hurts like hell. But I showed them.
Concussion. Operation Nest. Multiple blows to the head after shooting a blank body. It was the first to enter the apartment.
What the hell am I doing here? We've got to go back. We have to.
What are we doing here?
They've already lost many men.
Total hemorrhage. Oh look, there's a token gay person and they are dead. Thrown through a wall before being sprayed with bullets from an automatic weapon. Whoops. Black body that's fine. Old coins, baby.
May she take her research to the grave.
Hemorrhage of the right radial artery. Lost a large quantity of blood before admission.
She died instantly.
Study Bible.
He's done his own translations of whole passages that deal with the power of faith. Sounds like someone's trying to understand his own abilities.
Well, that seems
an annotated Bible.
Pretty interesting.
It belongs
and useful.
to Walter Stanford.
Rehabilitation. Oof.
I can almost smell his...
Chris! Can you hear me? Shit! He was answering a few minutes ago. can you call for someone? Chris!
Chest wounds, bullet wounds. Oh. They're really hammering in this cost thing, aren't they?
Psychos, they attacked us.
How much they've suffered to just deal with this blank body menace. William Korshenk. Caught and held by the lycanthrope.
I've never seen anything like it. An enormous beast. I don't know how I'm still alive.
Please, help me. Help me. I know I'm gonna die. They won't say it to my
You might
face,
be
but I
okay.
know it.
Got a lot of fractures, but you'll be alright. I'm not hungry at all, so I don't want to eat any of you. That's real dark. Is he going to turn into a werewolf? The World of Darkness lore? No. It's mostly hereditary. And not perfectly hereditary. The whole lore of being bitten by a werewolf turns you into a werewolf is that werewolves bite you so they can track people who are going to turn into werewolves easier.
How many innocent lives did
Yes.
you take to get here?
It's time to put an end to this.
Ready?
I would be impressed
Yeah.
if I wasn't so tired of all this.
This time, you're alone.
You can't harm me. None of your kind can. I forbid you to come any closer. My faith is my shield.
Education.
I've heard of mortals able to turn us away through the strength of their convictions. I'd never have believed it was anything more than legend.
You have failed.
Not yet. You're not infallible.
As long as I have God on my side, I will be.
2 missile out.
I'll break you. You and your faith.
6.
A touch of bravado. Now that you're cornered,
Good God.
nothing can stop us. You're done for.
Can we do this? Okay, well, I know for a fact Dominate is not going to work. Persuasion's 4. I bring porn. Behold. Alright, I think let's do that. Hopefully he doesn't focus. Alright, he focused. We're fucked. We're so fucked. 81% chance? Yes, okay.
We won't disappear without a fight.
The war is already won. We've proven we're much more powerful than you.
You took us by surprise, but now we've been warned. The battle will be long.
Resistant, like cockroaches.
It's 1.
Unlike you, we have all of eternity before us.
Your pitiful efforts to reach me won't change a thing. What's your plan here?
To put a stop to you.
By killing me. We are Legion. Killing one of us won't make the rest of us vanish into thin air.
Yeah. I think you got a point there, Luxie.
You have made this battle a personal matter.
Yeah, but...
Do you mean our little interview?
My face speaks volumes.
It brought me no satisfaction. It was necessary.
I, however, will derive great satisfaction from sinking my fangs into your flesh.
Demon.
For you,
1?
it will feel like a kiss coming from within you.
Enough.
One?
Then you'll feel nothing else but the chill of death.
I have seen the consequences of your crimes. I have dried orphans' tears, tended to gaping wounds,
Yeah, I didn't expect that to be a
calmed
win.
tormented minds. Joseph Manna was a remarkable man before you corrupted his soul.
Didn't corrupt him.
You spread your plague like rats.
Yep.
You feed off the human race. You're nothing but parasites.
He's better at psych. That's really funny. I just hope he doesn't focus, right? Oh, wait, can we do anything to stop him from focusing? Prevents him from focusing. Let's do that. Why not?
At least I don't deny my true nature.
Okay. Wait.
I know
Oh,
what
it's a
I
win
am.
too. Okay, good.
A creature superior to you mortals.
But we're not just talking about humans here. You profane the very earth with your presence. From the shadows, you manipulate the fates of civilizations. You bring famines. You stoke wars. You seek to take control of the entire world. And you'll be the cause of its ruin.
We only got 5 left. Rhetoric cost 3 for each. We've got a higher chance. We've already reigned over the world. I mean, that one's pretty tempting. But, like, the monster new cares about mortals. I gotta save some willpower. What was that?
In the past, we led empires. Glorious civilizations carried the banner for their immortal masters.
Slavery. That's your legacy.
We built far more than
Holy
we
shit.
destroyed. Can you say the same? I smell nothing but destruction in your wake.
What would you have me do? Faced with a creature stripped of all emotion, who sees you as nothing more than cattle. I've lost count of the number of dead bodies and broken lives. Fire is the only path to redemption, down to the very last.
I just don't think presence is gonna work. Current slaves. Jeez, you need real high intimidation to make that work. That's not gonna work. I think it's ignorant faith. Presence definitely seems like a trap to me. Presence definitely like
You should have
can't
settled
use
with
vampire
being
powers
ruled by
on this
superior
true
beings.
faith guy. That's not
But
gonna
you
work.
started a war that has escaped your control.
We are responsible.
Who burned Vienna to the ground? Who chose to strike Boston? You should have considered the consequences of your actions.
We just saw that. We walked through
In the end,
all of the
only
consequences.
one question
right?
remains. Why do you continue to fight when the outcome is already decided?
We saw all the consequences. All the
Your
people,
demise
and so
is
did
inevitable.
He was there with his
Why
Bible.
do you refuse to accept it?
What have I been saying the whole time? Well, we're not going to take those two. Serve the Boston court. Oxy, you convinced me. Be the badass, right? I'm a predator. I hunt. Why not? Why wouldn't we choose it? We can't lose. We've got 2 misses left. This is the last confrontation. Just say something fucking cool before we end it, right? I think you're right, Maker, but what is...
You can struggle. It's the natural order of things. The fight will only heighten my primal instincts.
No creature can resist the Almighty.
I am here for only one thing. I am a monster. Your predator.
That's impossible.
You're my prey. A sheep that has become separated from his flock. I'm hunting you. I'm going to show you the price you must pay if you come after me.
This is impossible.
Now, you will die.
Stay back.
Oh.
Deus meus. Why?
Fucking take that, God. I gotta say, the other end to this that I saw with Dead Man is pretty cool too. Poor Caleb. I'll drink to that, Loxy.
Richard, what are you doing here?
Hazel sent me.
6 paragraphs have ceased to exist. But here's
I'll
the thing.
take over.
The faith only needs to falter slightly, not disappear entirely.
You best
Just
go back
enough
to
for
see
him
her.
to go.
What do we do about him?
I'll take care of him.
Richard, are you...
Tell her the SI is under control.
Whoa.
Good work, Caleb.
That's... Jeez, imagine if we killed Richard. Wonder what had happened here. Success! You put it in for Stanford. So did MM manage to escape? Prince's quarters. It's been a long night. The prince impatiently waits the outcome of her plan, which will determine the future of Boston. Chronologically, Leisha's the last thing to do. Yeah, Leisha could kill him. So, like, wonder what would happen there. Oh, spend your experience. Okay. Well, I'm not going to increase it. Disciplines. Fortitude. That experience sucked. We're going to get some more fortitude. Prince's quarters. 11 p.m. We got it. We got the Monsignor. It's fucking cool. Dead Man, if you're watching, and you often are, even when you're just in the background watching anime, doing your own thing. It's with your help, dude. Sure thing, huh?
I heard you were back. It's over now.
Yeah.
Not yet. At best, we've won ourselves more time.
Your wounds. What did they do to you?
They caught me and tortured me. It was a close call.
How did you manage to escape?
It would take more than that to destroy me.
It's not like you to brag, but I suppose, after everything that happened tonight, you've earned it. Stanford is dead. Do you think that will be enough?
Yes.
Others will come to hunt us. We must be ready. Like prey who have discovered their power. They know they'll be devoured if they lay down their weapons.
The next time, we'll be prepared.
We are partly to blame for this.
Good lesson to take.
You're defending them?
No, but I understand them.
That's a rather subtle nuance.
Stanford wasn't fighting for his life. He was fighting to save his kind.
Look where that got him.
He almost succeeded.
Oh, God.
Do you think this is the end of Boston?
Like I said, We've
Caleb's
won a
gone
reprieve.
further and further
We
away
must
from
use
humanity.
this time to adapt.
That's how he goes.
Disappear.
That's up to the prince to decide, not me.
That's not what I was talking about. I meant that feeling you get. Your urge to leave.
I don't think it will ever go away now.
Aww.
But can the court still count on you? Boston needs you, now more than ever before. What are you going to do?
Stay with Prince.
I can't leave the
We
court.
get that choice.
There
Fuck it,
are
we'll stay with
still
Prince.
many matters that must be attended to.
Plus, we promised we'd help
It is
you.
my duty to stay and help the prince.
I'm happy to hear that.
Yeah.
While you were gone, I saw just how much everyone here needs you.
Plus, Beryl embraced
I'm not
you.
staying for them.
The reason doesn't matter. It's the right choice. What's going to happen now?
There are some who decided to play against the others.
And Jimbles
This must
did not
end.
figure out who.
There's no way we can win the war if we don't put a stop to the infighting.
Those words could be used to justify a civil war.
Infighting
More
in
like
the Camarilla?
a
No way.
realignment.
Call it what you will. It won't change a thing. What about me? What part will I have in all of it?
I know that Beryl embraced you.
It's not like I was given the choice.
Did he take advantage of my absence?
He came to see me just after you left.
I told you to stay away from him.
I wasn't able to control my actions.
And he dared to do it right here.
He drained me of my blood. I felt a deathly chill wash over me. A biting, bitter cold that came from inside. After that, I remember feeling only hunger. A hunger so powerful.
That hunger is our only company. Like us, it is eternal.
I understand it is past
Beryl
10
fed
o'clock,
me.
but this looks like an epilogue, so we're just going to
But
listen
I
to
still
it.
feel a dull
and
pain
finish up for the
throughout
night.
my being.
If you gotta
I get
disappear.
the feeling that the worst is yet to come. Now that I've made it to the other side. And there's this
There's always
presence
the
lurking
VODs.
in the shadows of my
Shout
mind.
out to my VODs friends. You
Ready
just
to
finished
come out
Swansong.
and take control.
I warned you about it. It's our curse. All we can do is try to resist. There is no cure.
How do you know about what he did?
It's of no importance.
I'm not telling you that I
What's
left him in
done
the
cannot
base.
be undone.
Now that my sire is gone, I don't know if the prince will allow me to stay.
What's going to happen to me?
Caleb!
Beryl made his final mistake when he embraced you. But that doesn't change anything for me. You must take his place. The Boston court needs you.
The child of my child is also my child. Hey, it sucks that, Beryl is your shitty sire, but I'll try and be better than him, especially now that he's super dead. We didn't use anything in that last conversation, so 90, 120... 90, 180, good god. Present's gonna be useful? 90, no, okay. Just, yeah, alright. Lucky Beryl didn't get werewolfed
Thank
on the
God
way
you're
out.
here. When I found out that Hazel had sent you out there,
Hilda!
I really thought that... Are you alright? You're not hurt?
I'm a little shaken up. That's all. I'm having a hard time wrapping my mind around what I just did.
It was really fucked
You
up.
survived a suicide mission. That's what you just
Yeah,
did.
by throwing
It's a
Anox into a
miracle
meat
you made it out
grinder.
without a scratch. Listen, I know it's not a good time, but we need to talk. Come back to my rooms with me.
What for?
Not here, Mem.
Big
I'll
titty
tell you more
makeouts?
once we're there. It's important and personal. Are you coming?
All right, but it has to be quick. Hazel's expecting me.
I
won't take
failed
long.
at playing
Come with me.
MM, to be honest. I didn't get her memories back. I didn't manage to keep the Anarchs alive, if that was even an option. I'm not sure. She didn't find out the traitor fucked up. I could and should do it again. Do better by her.
Do you want me to ask Sylvia to send up a vessel?
You hungry?
You must be starving.
Oh,
It's
Fiona.
fine.
So
I don't
nice.
have a lot of time. What did you want to talk about?
Just
I
a
know
couple
that
scenarios.
Hazel offered
like,
you a seat
it
on the
started
council.
with
I
that
was
blood
sure you'd
elevator puzzle.
disapprove of it.
Ma'am, she's offered you my seat.
She never said anything about replacing you.
She's not blind. She's seen you growing more influential. Not as much as me, but nearly. By bringing you into the Primogen, she hopes that the student will surpass the master, and that I'll end up losing all credibility.
Is that why you brought me up here?
Then why does Hazel want to get rid of you?
Who knows? The powers made her paranoid.
Yeah.
She's afraid
Mega,
of her
that
own
seems
shadow.
pretty likely, huh?
She must think I'm a threat. It'll happen to you too, if you accept the seat.
What?
Are you going to accept?
You know Hazel. I don't think I'm really in a position to refuse.
You're wrong. After everything you've just been through, you have the right to say no.
She was very insistent.
She was confused and afraid, but it's over
At
now.
this point, we were like...
We're in control of the situation. Listen, I know we don't see eye to eye on everything, but I'm trying to help you. You lose everything if you accept her offer. Your freedom, your music, everything. You've seen the sacrifices that Hazel will ask you to make.
The Anarchs.
Yes. It's a heavy burden to bear.
They were
Leave it
really
to me.
sacrificed. Oh, quit the Camarilla. Like, absolutely.
I'm tired, Hilda. I thought it was what I wanted. But I don't want to end up like you.
Hell
you can keep your seat. You can keep everything. I'm leaving.
You can't just quit the Camarilla. They'll hunt you down.
I'll be ready for them.
Do we have... You're fucked. I didn't spend enough experience on you, MM, to survive that. But okay. Oh. Because we made enemies in the Anarchs. We made lots of enemies. Whoopsie.
Disasters bring out the best and the worst in us. They can plunge us into oblivion.
I think she's gonna leave.
Or
is my-
signal the
my guess.
start of a golden age. Tonight will go down in history as the night we were able to prove we're not
The Camarilla
done
suck.
yet.
Like,
we
we know.
showed that if we stand by our beliefs, if we fight to protect the Masquerade from the shadows, nothing is impossible.
MM has had a
The
bad night.
mortals were unable to break us, thanks to our
I think it's entirely
resilience.
possible she'll,
We
like,
never doubted
leave,
our
go to LA or
superiority
something.
over those weak creatures for a moment. Many sacrifices were necessary. Our domain was violated and our existence threatened. But this is nothing compared to everything we have lost. Our family has been battered. The blood of our servants flowed like water. Our own kind were decimated in the flames. We will never forget them. Now that our reunification has been confirmed, we can count on strong allies who will help us secure our blood supply. With powerful friends by our side, we will no longer be faced with those terrible moments when our dominion was challenged. Our old quarrels belong to the past. The trifles that separated us have been forgotten. Only one truth remains: our supremacy. Never again shall we be weak or disunited. That's what the mortals expect from us. Let us show them why we are the predators and they are the prey. Let us show them who their blood belongs to. Let us show them the power of immortality. The sacrifices are not over yet. Some will be lost. Others will lose what they have. But it will not be in vain. We are hunters, and what is taken from a hunter must be repaid 100-fold. We must be able to count on each and every one of our kind. There is no room for bargaining in this war. Our eternal nature is our greatest strength. Boston has shown that it is stronger than old London and venerable Vienna.
Why is Kai's destroying all the
we
tech?
have tasted vengeance.
That's not
Tonight,
good.
a sea of blood will flow.
The fall of the Child King. After Mem's betrayal and the death of the Baron, Yardley led his gang in the attack on Long Island. Faced with a heavily armed SAD, the Anarchs stood no chance and were all destroyed or captured in the operation. Left to their own devices, the few Kindred did not take part in the attack began to fight amongst themselves for power. In just a few nights, Boston's Anarch domain was wiped out. It says hold to skip, but is it this page or all of them? I'm gonna hold the button and hope it doesn't skip everything. Yes, okay, cool. Holy corruption. Thanks to Mem's computer virus, the data at Long Island base has been corrupted. Without this painstakingly gathered information on the blank bodies, the SAD is forced to shut down Operation Swansong. It will be years before the SAD is once again able to hunt Kindred in New England. The return of the Redcoats. The events of recent days were not a coincidence. Despite our best efforts, the Prince was never able to identify the traitor still lurking within the Boston court. A few weeks later, the cargo ship Quartz, chartered by a Cortapates company, arrived in Boston Harbor. Hidden aboard the ship and containers were members of the British Camarilla who had escaped the Second Inquisition in England. With the help of the traitor, their landing went smoothly. The plan was simple: to replace the Boston Camarilla in an area their hunters believed to have purified. Strong, organized, and with a surprise attack, they easily overcame the last of the already weakened Kindred, who were left with only one choice: submit or be destroyed. Control of the Boston domain, or what's left of it, is now completely in British hands, while the Second Inquisition is already busy looking elsewhere. Jeez. That's pretty interesting. Collateral damage. Since the Harvard Chancellery was not part of the new ruler's plans, a struggle between the two organizations began. With the element of surprise on their side, the newcomers managed to drive out the Tremere and force them to disperse. May have been Hilda. Well, we will never know, will we? But nothing about Larksy and Amem and Caleb? Just... Oh. Wait, why is Laisha... Wait, did I say Luxy instead of Laisha? I'm so sorry, Luxy. Whoops, you're a vampire now. Fuck. Fuck off. We're back in the Institute, but we were together. That's pretty sweet, I guess. Swansong completed.
The night has come where I belong. The night has come when I feel strong. The night has come when you're at home. The night has come.
Eat the liches.
The night has come. I hide no more. The night has come.
Yeah, we were in the Institute earlier.
The night has come. Some blood is stole.
The menu music has lyrics.
I take your souls.
Yeah, that's fair. Alright everyone, thank you very much for joining me tonight. I had very good fun playing through a great game of Swansong. Cheers go to Deadman who played this with first. I will see you Wednesday night for Final Fantasy VII. Next week we are likely doing Final Fantasy VII as well because I want to speed through the series. Now that I've got a bit of a time. It's a French game studio. So I was being through Final Fantasy VII and seeing if we're gonna like continue doing that. To move through the Final Fantasy series faster. Because I got a time limit now. So if you don't like Final Fantasy, my apologies, my friends. It's gonna be all Final Fantasy for some time. Maybe after we finish 7, it'll be like, alright, let's jump to something else. But 8 is good, so I wouldn't be surprised if we spend a lot of time on that too. They're all good. But when am I playing Hades? Oh, fuck, I don't know. Maybe I'll...
On the darkest of days, I climb out the grave.
Maybe I'll break my leg or something, and then I'll have more time to stream during the day. But then you'll all be at work. You'll have to watch the VODs, right? I'm entertaining, but am I watch the VODs entertaining? Am I watch the VODs at 2 times speed entertaining? That's interesting. Like, I like Hades, it's good, but it's not super my style of game. I know he likes it. You're not the only one with an attention span disorder. Yeah, you wouldn't. You guys don't watch the fucking awesome video essays I link to all the time. Like, I'm not convinced. I hit chatting. No, it doesn't. Because it doesn't get the game. Anyway. Yeah, and the thing is, like, I like the huge long video essays. Because they're edited. I don't watch other people's streams most of the time because they're not edited. I don't know. It's funny. It's kind of like podcasting. I've made actual play, like role-playing games, like actual plays, but I didn't listen or watch many because they were not edited. And then I didn't edit my own actual play recordings. And there we are, right? Blessed Miami, Graham Powell, Andrea Perez. Oh, cool. Yeah. And so I don't think it's wrong, it's just how I engage with media, that's all. If I wrote a video essay, it would be pretty good, but like they do fuckloads of editing and script writing over and over. Instead, I'm going to write my essays and pass my counseling degree so that I can, switch from IT and IC support into a helping profession, which we all knew I was going to end up in eventually, right? I just think it's going to be really fun explaining that to the future child. What's Dad's job? Tell you when you're older. Not a real answer. Alright, everyone. I will leave you. Skip these credits, which I feel bad about, but there we go. Cool, there we go. You can even do a level select now. Neat. Ah, cool. Why can I not change their costumes? Anyway. Cool, that was good fun. Everyone, I'll see you Wednesday night. Remember to tell the people you love that you love them very much. Thanks for sticking with me a little bit longer tonight. Congrats on Swansong!